hole that was deduced from the spying you did on the Rayor. The hole appears to be capped with a transparent steel prefab building to provide some minor level of security. The exterior does not appear to be guarded, the only visible security being a door. That's a part of the prefab cap that's on top of the hole. The perimeter security and its overall secrecy appears to be its only real lines of defense, from what you can tell in the immediate. In the distance, you can see the trees pick up again as a kind of mottled of green and vines. Again, depending on where you're looking, roughly a kilometer away, as this is a scientifically, non-naturally done hole. On the ground, there are minor disturbances, as if repulsor carts under heavy load have been recently moved through. And as a point of fact, let me go to here. Let's see. It will still be raining.
Gotcha.
And because you are only in a fictitiously treed area, the rain is available to actually hit you, unless you are somehow shielding yourself from it, at least once you cross the actual tree line.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Triss is currently doing repairs on a certain lock in, real space over here. Does Rory have anything that Rory wants to be doing at the moment?
Well, let's see. We've got a... I think I remember opening a door. Like I had put in a command to open a door. Or have it unlocked at least.
That's likely the initial security door.
For the... to gain entrance into there?
For the what now? In terms of doors, I mean, I see the only door readily available is the security door on the prefab cap. Any other door you would have opened would have been the trailer, but there were rolls between now and then, so...
Yeah, I believe there was a... Like, it actually... There was a button. Well, that was in the trailer that that gave access to security or something like
There's some communications equipment in the trailer, and there was a rough, kind of rough design map of the oscillator
that?
being built into the ground, which is where you determined that it could theoretically be destroyed by damaging the one moment the convergence device that would basically enhance the oscillator's existing power. The instructions for the rad trooper that was in the trailer was to contact either Aquarius or Afrafield to request how they phrase it, essentially tugs for the oscillator, as the ETA at the time that message was sent was 4 hours till completion.
Right then.
Oh boy. So to bring this thing,
Okay. If I remember right, there was hypothetically a way to bypass the safety measure that they put in, I think. Or essentially, or sabotage it.
Yeah, you can, if you wanted to, you could attempt to sabotage the oscillator in some way. The
That would.
the easiest solution, from what I recall, what's discussed last time, was just simply destroying it while it was in operation. And the monitoring systems from the trailer indicated that there was at least a low level of power running through the oscillator.
Yeah, so being said,
you guys could switch to the sabotage if you'd like. That's up to you guys.
oh no, that'll probably be last resort. So main idea is to destroy it now, but the only problem is trying to crack the shell. Because from what I understand, it was made from an obtainium kind of very dense and hardy material.
The part of the construction material of this thermal oscillator, from what you were able to determine from the information in the trailer, is that the material that was given priority in the coal mines was being used in the construction of this, and that material was allowing for safe thermal conductivity in excess of regular materials. In addition, not only was it a kind of negative thermal resistor, it would gain a certain amount of extra resiliency from the more heat that is applied to it. And unless you have some sort of metallurgy or geology role you would like to do, you're not sure what the upper limit of the resiliency is, as you haven't heard of this material much before.
Yeah. So how to destroy the main thing? So I apologize if I'm missing something because I'm like,
It, again, the last plan that was discussed was just destroying the, I believe it was the power convergence component, as that was aiding in the super substantial power boost.
okay, so, okay, actually I do know one thing I think that roll will be doing. Because, hypothetically, all we need...
That's it. See, I am not a demolitions expert, but I would think something this size, if we can compromise either the structure or the heat management, it would just come down on its own. Let gravity do the work.
Yeah.
Or sufficiently large explosions also work.
Well, yes, but we don't have sufficiently large explosions.
Yeah, and plus, the only sufficiently large explosion is like thermal detonators at C4.
The
But
oscillator.
even then, we also don't want to destroy the local landscape because this thing could just fly.
Say the just as a reminder, the oscillator is assuming the information is correctly scaled. The oscillator itself has a depth, as its length is vertical, of 923 meters.
Yeah.
And its circular framework is in a kind of cradle built into the side.
So yeah, we've got a Star Destroyer shoved face first in the ground. If we can compromise the structure, or since it's geothermal, compromise the heat management. If we do both, this thing should just fold in on itself.
Though it does take a lot of heat, I will say. I remember that the material can take a lot of heat.
Well, yes, but I mean, it's tapping up, the molten magma of the core if it's geothermal.
Magma.
According to the monitoring systems here, whatever energy it is tapping, it hasn't reached the geothermal levels, so
Okay.
it's tapping something else to provide a low level of power.
Okay, so melting it down would require, basically, if you sabotage it now and then let it complete what it's doing so that, it would melt. Or if we don't want to let them complete it, which is kind of where I'm at, we just need to compromise the structure and let gravity do the rest.
Alright. Yeah,
Which
so
sounds
compromise
easier.
structure.
Because something this massive, it's not going to take much to compromise its weight management.
Yeah, we just need to find essentially the pinpoints.
Yep. Anyone ever played Jenga?
I played Panga.
Close enough. And as a demolitions expert, you should probably be able to fix. Yeah, so you should probably be able to figure out where we need to, demolish to let gravity do its job. Because that is part of demolitions, especially with your brand of demolitions as a miner.
He.
Because that's similar to construction demolitions, and that's exactly what they do.
If
Okay.
you want to look over the information on the structure that's in the trailer, you can make a demolitions roll to look at the various points.
While he's doing that, I am going to head back to the Kaital real fast and retrieve the suicide mouse droids we've got. Because this sounds like something they'd be good for.
Okay.
True would be useful. Though I would also like having something myself.
That'll take you about 30 minutes because you have to travel to where the speeders are and then you have to speed it back.
I was going to go up over the campaign jet packet.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll say 10.
Okay.
Um,
That should give him enough time to study the plans.
yeah, mark off the requisite charges.
Will do. Given how far I can go on a quad, I'm going to call it 4 charges.
Okay. Okay. Looking at it, the structure itself is rather solid. However, the cradle it's in is the weaker part, and by damaging some parts of it, you can kind of play with physics to cause the structure to the oscillator itself to partially, or if you're lucky, wholly collapse in on itself due to weight distribution and such. Looking at it, there are 24 different points on the cradle that would need to be targeted if you wanted to do it that way. Again, the power augmentation system is currently active according to the monitors.
Okay, so he'll be doing that for a few minutes, and while waiting for Crow, he'll make 2, because I don't think we have enough suicide droids for this.
I don't know if we do or not. I can tell you how many we have, and then you can decide if it's enough based on your knowledge.
True.
We have, let's see, 8, 14, 22, 28. We have 35 if you don't mind giving up the ones that have skills. No, I can always pull the skill. I can always pull the skill chips if we want to hang on to the skill.
That feels so wrong.
Well, I mean, I've been gutting them for skill chips anyway, so
True.
that's where the Tachikomas have been getting their skills.
Yeah, he's been stealing the IC chips.
We've been stealing the AI. The nanomachines. The memes. The memes, Jack.
And based on what David and I are discussing, it's not exactly that hard for me to do it, so it's like pulling a RAM chip.
So, how many total you said?
We have a total of 35 with frag grenades in them.
With frag grenades? With Rory's knowledge, is that enough to hypothetically break the durability?
The cradle's durability, you would estimate, using mechanical terms, you'd estimate that its structure is 7 dice.
And these things are doing 5 dice, so if we stack them or you use your demolition skills to slightly augment the punch,
Yeah.
which if I'm taking the time to pull
Okay.
the skill chips anyway, you can take the time to enhance the bombs a little bit.
Yeah, also, just like, do we have like a picture of what the cradle actually looks like? Because I have an idea, hypothetically.
Well, like, do I literally have a picture prepared?
Yeah.
No, I do not
Worst
literally.
case, a sketch.
I do not literally have a picture prepared, but give me a moment and I can sketch something.
I say, do you want all 35?
Yes.
Okay, I will proceed to
Worst,
start.
worst comes to worst.
I will proceed to start pulling skill chips then, and
If need be, I can throw in the two thermal detonators in the C4.
Is it just being quiet, or is my headset being weird?
it's just being quiet because
No.
David's typing stuff.
Yeah,
Calculating.
I'm trying for some ASCII art.
You could just draw on roll 20.
I could. I could, if you want to see possibly confusing
Like-
things, sure.
Well, all I need to know about is the cradle. Gamora's, as I said, more or less, I have an idea. Actually, better way to put this, so we don't necessarily need a sketch. Can it be that using can't get a point. If I were to use C4 on one side, and essentially, or like if it's set up in a position,
If it's set up in a
like where there can be like halfway points. Like when you say cradle, are we talking like a bridge or? Also, just so you know, everything.
yeah, I just revealed everything just to be sure that
No, I mean for my voice. Repeating on your end.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. What you have is you have the cylindrical object that of the thermal oscillator itself, which is a cylinder that has rings on the inside of the cylinder. These rings also along the sub rings inside. On the outside are tiny extension points. These extension points are what's quote unquote clipped or attached to the cradle that's built into the earth and rock around it.
Okay.
So
killing those would be good.
and so theoretically, when something comes to pick it up, whatever comes to pick it up would attach to it either through cables or a tractor beam, and then the cradle would release, allowing it to quote unquote stand free, and it only wouldn't fall because whatever is acting as the tugs would keep it aloft, and then it would VTOL up and then go away.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out if there was a way to basically shatter with 2 different explosives, along with the rest of the stuff. Like do a chain reaction. It's hard to do without.
I would say the viable plans, at least what appear to be viable plans that have been discussed so far, is either destroy select attachment points to allow improper weight distribution to crush the thing, or to destroy the power convergence system.
Hypothetically, it's just to let gravity work.
If you go with the pinpoint destruction, then yes, gravity would start tearing it. Would start making itself tear apart.
Yeah, it was just more or less trying to figure out distribution of explosives, more.
Yeah. Again, from what you saw there, you'd have to detonate 24 points. They do not have to be detonated simultaneously. They can, they just don't have to be.
Yeah, but better safe than sorry. Plus, we don't want to be there when it blows up. Because my theory was essentially, or my idea was, taking some C4 and a thermal detonator, and priming them, basically giving a dead man switch to myself and one to Crow. That way, when the fragments go off, we could set them off. Whether if somehow either of us gets captured or something like that, we still are able to set off one part of it. I don't know. I'm kind of sad.
Well, I mean, they're thoughts. I'm not going to stop you guys from trying a plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, Crow will be back in let's see, in about 10 minutes. How are you carrying the mousers? Like you, because how many are you carrying?
He said he wanted all 35, so given their size, I'm guessing I'm basically grab the equivalent of a burlap sack and just drop them all in there.
Several
Okay.
lap sacks.
I'll say it'll take a number of sacks, but you can do it.
Okay.
There's, you've seen there's actual like volume to the mouse
Yeah.
droids. Okay. Yeah, you'll return. I will not put all 30 mouse droids on the map. I will assume that they are there. Rory, it looks like if you're in the trailer pouring over some of the information that is there.
Yeah, and setting up the dead man charges, just in case.
How are we looking?
Well, best to figure. We could. I would need to tweak with the mouse droids a little. But I also have some secondary explosives to kind of support the idea.
Okay, well, I guess in that case, you, me, and Reset can set up an assembly line. I'll grab, we'll grab the skill chips out so we can use those later, and you rig them below. Pulling the skill chips will give you extra room to work anyway.
Also, the thing I was trying to mention earlier is that I can actually hear myself on y'all's end.
Yeah, I had to turn it up and up so we could hear you, and it sounds like you're, being picked up by the mic now.
Okay, so, like, can you all still hear me, or do I need to crank it up a little?
I've turned it down a bit. Can you hear yourself echo?
Bad. A little, but it's like...
No, I can turn down the gain on the mic a little bit. I know Eric said he had a hard time hearing us a minute ago. When I did that.
That was just because everyone's being quiet.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Come on.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, as long as y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we can.
Cool.
Okay, you still got that echo?
Very light, but it's good enough.
Okay.
Good enough for our work.
Because if you're hearing echo, that means the stream might be hearing echo, and...
Yeah, like I remember coming across that on a stream once. I'm like, oh no.
So I'm trying to turn down the gain on the mic so you can still hear me, but not hear the TV.
Also might want to fix my own microphone. Hello?
Still here?
Yeah. I'm just, I was under the impression there's going to be some,
Well, we agreed to set up the assembly line, so
Right.
I think that's where we're at.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
the,
demolitions?
yeah. I will not ask you to roll
yeah.
all 24 of them. We can just have there be 3 rolls.
Okay. Because I remember the rules of how much to boost that. So I'm trying to boost the damage die.
Yep.
How many pips? Let's go 2. That way we can hypothetically have a fighting chance. Because, well,
Remember, the bonus is based off of how much you beat the difficulty by, unless you're wanting to intentionally cap yourself.
true.
Well, that's a 1 and a 6 on removing the skill chips, assuming we needed to roll for that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have needed to roll
Okay,
to...
so the last one is a 1 and a 6 on powered up.
Okay.
So -7 brings it down to 15.
Yeah, let's go. Let's boost it 2. Because we're gonna need that damage.
You can recover the first 2 skill chips. The third one, you notice there's corrosion underneath the chip.
Okay, well, I assume you weren't making us roll for all 35.
Yeah, okay, in that case, not consecutively, but amongst them, a third of them, since you rolled 3, I'll assume each counted for a third.
Well, corrosion in theory can be cleaned, so I will hang on to those and see if they can be salvaged later. A little bit of rubbing alcohol on the chipset,
Yeah.
Works on a Game Boy, it should work on a Droid.
Logic.
I mean, at least it's not as bad as corroded as that Nerf gun.
Shit, yeah. That 34 was nice, though.
Yeah.
Yep, shit.
You're 1 6 on powered up for that one.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, could I have dropped off the army of ID-10 droids?
Yeah, you could
Okay.
pick up the bag and went...
Might as well make the trip useful both ways.
Yeah.
Baby probe droid, baby.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. How dare you?
I feel
Be
so
glad I
betrayed,
did.
Tristan.
Just be glad I did it when Sierra wasn't here. Otherwise, we'd be hearing that for the next 10 minutes.
Lass, I love you, but no.
Funny thing is, I turned off dynamic lighting on this map.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm actually able to kind of like move it per second.
Sometimes refreshing will cause it to go will clear.
Alright, that's fine.
Because I ran into that with Ladrino where I had to refresh it to get the new lighting effect to work.
Well, I mean, I did it for you guys. I don't
Yeah.
need it. In terms of needing it to clear, I'll need it to clear.
I don't know. Yeah, but those are my rules. Gotta be coming back. Reload.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks to scraping by on that third one, all of them are prepped against the material they're going to be going against, granting them a plus 2d bonus.
Woo! They now have a fighting chance. But we're gonna have access. Plus, once I get there, I can actually see if I can find a more structurally weak part of the point and put even more there.
Okay. I'll say prepping the droids with the enhanced explosives. I'll say 2 minutes each.
So it's
That's
about
Give me about an
About an
hour
hour.
to get all this done. Luckily, we have the time.
Yep. As we're working on, just like, this is our life. It's our life. This is now or never. We ain't gonna live forever.
Was the Red Trooper stripped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
And so we jacked his armor and his kit.
Is it back on the Kaitol now?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
Yeah, we found out apparently he has like a riot stick or something like that. Remember it?
Yeah,
It
he
was
had
a
a force
force
pike.
Yeah, force pike.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay.
Because when I think radiation zone trooper, I totally think giant fuck off laser spear thing.
Oh yeah. Totally. I mean, don't you think of it?
Obviously.
Where are you? While you're doing your assembly line.
I assume in the trailer.
Okay.
Have, Quinlan keeping watch outside.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, won't you come waltzing Matilda? Because we're almost Space Australia, but we're not.
Go Space Broncos.
Space generated space baby. Oh, Shayla.
Okay. Quinlan will start growling.
I will connect to the camera on his backpack and see what the hell he's looking at.
He's looking towards the rocks and trees. You're not visually seeing anything at the moment.
The suspicious tree.
I'm gonna go check it out. I'll be right back. You guys keep working.
Gotcha. We'll have Blaster nearby.
The direction that he is looking in is this way.
Okay. Come on. Alright. Gonna make a sleep call in a minute. Use the building as cover.
Ah, okay. There's Roll. I heard the boop and I was like, where's Roll? I was expecting a Roll.
Where's the room?
I'm so sneaky, my role is invisible even to the GM.
Okay, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to use the jukebox. I am actually going to lower the initial volume. Okay, is that too low? Does anyone hear anything?
Say what?
Is that too low? Does anyone hear anything?
No.
How about now?
Yeah, here's something.
I was able to hear it more than clearly earlier.
Oh, is it too loud for you?
Nah.
Well, you know,
God
Eric's not a
forbid,
fair
I just
gauge
tell
because
it
Eric's
to,
got that super high def.
We're in gaming headsets.
Yeah.
Any echo?
No.
Okay.
At least not for me. I don't know about Greg.
I'm good, man. Though I will have to head out soon. It is 7:30.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the other part that holds us back, because usually it's just me and Triss.
Well, it's still technically just you and me.
Unless for somehow I can spend a hero point on Crib to just make a grand entrance somehow.
Well,
Well, I mean, he went back to get the mouse droid. You could come back.
Well, I went back to the ship, which is what we used to get here.
Oh,
it's like
Yeah.
we can.
I don't mind the narrative trope of the player is cameoing from hiatus. You know.
Oh, I'm content with where we're at right now.
That's a.
I just find it kind of funny.
Well, either way, I've gotta get going.
Yep.
Oh.
I agree.
That's because you were
ping
all
me
you
through.
couldn't talk until so we don't want to strain your throat just so you can play.
God forbid I can take more cough drops. It's not like I have a 3-pound bag of cough drops in front of me.
Ha! And they rolled a 1 on their power die. Yeah. Fuck it, stormtrooper that I can't see due to the way vision blocking or fog of war or something is behaving.
Oh, you can't actually see him?
Yeah, there's
You
a
can
line.
see what I can see. There's this
There's a line basically right here. That's
yeah,
just
there's
a
this hard
line.
wedge in my face.
Yep,
There we go.
several hard wedges in your face.
What is that?
What is what?
That they're
There's
standing
even one
on?
right here.
Right there?
The elevator-looking thing that they're standing on?
Yeah, it's a landing pad.
Okay, that's the landing. Right, I remember you mentioning the landing pad.
Yeah.
Why didn't I just move the ship to the landing?
You didn't tell me that you did that.
Well, you told me there was like cover and shit, so we could, there was like too much trees to land shit, so that's why.
Yeah.
Never considered
Though
that.
I would like to point out.
Because I remember
that-
making a point of saying I was cutting tree cover so the ship could come in and steal the trailer later.
Yeah, you did. You went back to the Kaito. You never told me you piloted it back here. You did the prep. You didn't tell me you actually did it. In terms of piloting.
No, I didn't. I admit that. No, thankfully the ship can basically fly itself thanks to reset. So
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
this is easily corrected.
So, I know what Dimitri's been doing. I know what the party's been doing. What about the NPCs? Because I know we have a lot of NPCs. At this
We
point.
really don't. It's just Gin and a bunch of people that we're allied with that are doing their own thing.
Well, even
I thought
then,
we had more.
Gin hasn't.
We have a bunch of nameless NPCs that are currently learning not to suck.
I would say, and Gin's been doing things with her, with the entire new society thing
Yeah. I'd say
for a bit.
the people we interacted with are all doing their own stuff in the aftermath of the
Great merger.
it's a merging event.
I mean, they'll come back. They're just
Busy right
doing
now.
things.
Okay, well,
They're creeping forward. They do have their weapons ready.
I guess I will resolve this, and then we can go on to pause mode and
Okay.
just chillax.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, you guys fought with blasters. You fought with.
Yeah, it was all blasters. And some kung fu.
Okay.
Always some kung fu.
Okay, that was mainly over in that area. Okay.
There's what, 5, 16?
You'll 2, 4, 5. One leader, one squad leader patch. You'll hear one of them say no signs of conflict yet. This is LL 5697. We have arrived on site. No immediate indication of scuffle. No indication of animal tracks.
They're coming out of the Star Destroyer in the ground. Oh no.
Roger that, sir.
When it says plus 1d to the bonus provided by command, if I buff, say, damage, would that also be increased by 1d?
That's not the intent of the ability. I was thinking that would apply to, like, skill things. Are you planning on, like, grenading them or something?
No, but I was buffing brawling, so I wasn't sure. And I was going to add a little bit of damage, so I wasn't sure if that would have
Okay.
applied. I got a lot of math to do.
Yep, got the maths.
All the fucking maths.
As you're prepping, you'll be hearing some general chatter.
So much stuff.
Man, you're just gonna thrash these guys?
I doubt it.
I don't know. Yo, these guys are... There are just normal stormtroopers a part of this cadre here.
Let's get code
Soon
right.
I want to start coughing.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna roll my. Roll that beautiful green glitch. Thank you. Roll bitch. Hopefully I don't need the dodge roll. Okay. And slow around a little bit. Good. Cute. Get enemies behind so I can hit these three guys. And while I'm doing that, Puppy's going to charge and go for the guy to his left there. Going for a silent strike on this guy,
Okay.
and then multi-striking these two.
It looks like you're going to be trying to cross their LOS, so I will need another stealth roll for that.
Okay. Oh, dice roll. 6 on the power die. All right. I think I got this. I am the knight.
Okay.
I'm Batman.
Okay, they weren't prepared to be punched.
Ironically, the multi-kick did more damage than the silent strike. How weird is that?
Minus that.
And this is where I see Crow just murdering the sergeant, and then everyone runs away, screaming bloody murder.
It's all kung fu. It's not guaranteed to be murder.
As you snap his neck multiple times.
And you know, I majored in chiropractic.
Okay.
In one way, neck fixing, which usually involves fixing it into an angle that does not work.
Okay, and you were going after the officer?
The officer and the guy to the right of the officer. As I attacked the three guys in the back, and Quinlan attacked the guy to his, to his left there.
Okay.
So leave one guy unhit.
Plus 1d and plus 1 plus 1.
Okay, plus 4
Oh, those
and
poor
plus
two
2.
troopers. Also, you said 1d8.
No.
Are
So
we at
1d
D8
and
now?
1d plus 1.
Oh, I heard d8.
Okay. And the 20.
So the 29 becomes a 33, and the 39 becomes a 41.
Okay. Because you're attacking different people, who's hit first?
The 29 was to the guy silent struck, which is over here.
Okay.
The 39 is for the other two guys. So, I'm sorry, the 41 is to the other two guys. Because it's 3 attacks.
Okay.
Oh man, those poor troopers. They're so dead.
Wow, I did not expect them to roll. Oh, that says there's 6. Those are 6 on, but no wonder it rolled so high.
Hmm.
So 41 minus 8.
Probably should look up silent strike real fast. I know it played by special rules, but I can never remember specifically what those rules are. I doubt they help. It helps me good enough.
Okay.
Silent strike. A result of kill may render the target unconscious. Okay, yeah, that doesn't help me here.
But you're going for KO?
I am rendering them unconscious, yeah.
Okay.
Because if I kill them, that might be heard on the mic. Though less likely to make noise if I knock them out.
Ugh! I mean,
As you crack their necks and you hear a thick crunch.
Well, it says silent strike, so it's very quiet.
The crunching of bones.
Quiet crunching. Shut up. It says silent. Either way, the guys I rolled 41 on are probably down.
I like being able to number these statuses now. I can change stuff up a bit. Okay, Puppy did a 44.
That's his dodge.
Oh.
He did a 49 to
49.
hit and 29 damage with his bite. It's a 49 to hit, 29 damage.
One D plus 2.
So it's 29 becomes a 32. As he does his favorite takedown move.
You do know that that particular tactic is 2 rolls, right? It's 1 to claw to pen them, and then another to bite them.
Okay, well I just rolled for a bite, so I guess he just bit them.
Yeah, because if he actually officially dragged them down, then I would have given you a different bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, either way. So it's now a 32.
2.
Okay. the um, the strike. How are you striking the officer? Because the other two troopers are kind of go. You kind of tap and they go. Ugh.
I figured it was like a combination of like kidney punch and like back of the neck judo chop type thing.
Okay. Well, the judo chop has the officer drop to his knees, but not knock him out. There's a you hit on the flexi neck piece.
Son of a bitch.
There was, however, a crack when you made contact.
With roll initiative, maybe I can react fast enough to not give them time to shoot me, unless we can continue to be quiet.
Does your suit have a jammer?
Got a lot of shit.
Though, technically activating the jammer would be an action, but I'm just curious if you have one.
I could do broad jamming with the broadband antenna. I think that's the closest I've got.
Okay. Well, it looks like... is Quinlan just moving on your turn?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with it. Unless you want me to roll his own initiative. I've been trying to keep it simple.
He technically should, but I'm okay with keeping it simple. There's no real narrative need to have him move independently. Okay, you have initiative. If you want to try to initiate jamming, that would be a communications roll.
Looks like 3 of them are still up.
The 2 with the blue dots and circles are down. The red dot is up. The circle X thing is down. So there's 2. There's a stormtrooper and the officer.
Okay. In which case, I will continue with the Kung Fu. Okay, I am making 2 strikes at the uninjured guy and 1 strike at the injured guy.
Okay, 2 and 1.
Yep.
Okay.
And Quinlan will be trying to finish off the guy he started.
Okay. The guy he started on is currently not moving.
He's playing dead, or he is dead. No, unconscious.
He's gonna make sure still.
Okay.
Ugh, that's a bad roll for that parry.
Well, the droid brain doesn't exactly have the best parry, but it's taking a total defense, so that helps.
Ah,
Okay. Plus 1d to the mook.
Plus 3 then, so that brings us up to 39 damage.
Plus 1d plus 1 to the officer.
And brings us up to 40 for the officer. So 2 39s and a 40.
And your does your move let you subdue?
I'm using normal martial arts now, so
Okay.
as far as I know, it doesn't specify. But I've always been iffy on the rules for brawling in this, in terms of whether it's lethal or not.
I can look and re-up for some knockout rules, but I know before it's a matter of you can hold back X amount of dice of damage and hope you don't kill them.
Okay, because he's not trying to kill them, because Sky has asked him to try and not do that. But if they happen to die, he's not going to be upset.
Okay.
Like that one Rad Trooper.
Hey, the Rat Trooper lived.
Oh, he's alive? He
Yeah.
just has an X-Bot. I assumed he was dead.
Pretty sure he's alive. It's been 3 weeks. I could be wrong, but I thought we let him live.
No survivors.
I'm
Best
curious.
way to have a
Does
stealth
nobody work
mission.
with this?
There's no witnesses. No one knows.
No, it doesn't work with that. Okay.
Do they have a vehicle on the landing pad, or they just like transport her in? Or
No, they walked through the.
okay, they just hiked in through the jungle.
They walked through the holographic cover.
Okay.
The only other installation you're aware of, even relatively close to here, is the oscillator itself.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everyone is on the ground. Thankfully, they did not have a chance to radio in.
Okay. Usual routine. Get out the sacks. Strip them and cuff them and dump them in the trailer. I guess
Okay.
for the moment.
Two of them look heavily injured.
I'm sure Sky will do her usual slap a band-aid on it to stabilize.
But I'll actually need a skill roll.
Anyway.
Actually, let me rephrase it. Two of them are mortally wounded.
I will open Sky's sheet to find out what her life-saving dice are, because I know she's really into that. And while my version of her sheet I think is still inaccurate, this should be fine. The two of them?
Yeah, there's two of them. Okay. All the troopers have standard armaments.
They're normal stormtroopers, sir.
19 plus?
Hmm?
Is she getting a flat bonus from something?
No, I rolled, and that's the equipment bonus of 46.
Oh, okay.
What I've started doing is rolling my actual skill, and then any bonuses I get, I'm having roll 20 roll.
Okay.
To give it a little more randomness. Okay. Standard equipment for a first order stormtrooper. See if I remember this. I know it's the FO armor, obviously.
FO armor, the F11D blaster rifles.
Yeah.
Sort of plastic toys.
And I think they have the pistols also, or do they not carry those?
They have the SE-44C
Yeah.
pistols.
How many
And
pro
do they
choices
still
is
carry
that?
grenades,
Jesus.
or is that a...
The normal troops don't. Let me. Let me look at the.
Because I know the old ones had grenades.
No,
Okay.
they don't. They also have micro med kits. They can only stabilize wounds.
Drop those in Sky's medical bag, and it'll resupply her. Actually, she'll just use their med kits to stabilize, and she's only trying to prevent them from bleeding out of one wounded status anyway.
Okay.
And then put the remainder in her kit, so she has extra stabilizing stuff.
Would that affect her bonus? Because these aren't aid packs.
I'm basically describing it as using it to like refresh her bandages and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And okay, I held down the fort, and they are finishing their technical stuff, and I guess we will be on break until Greg comes back.
Cool.
Okay.
Just a random question, because I know the whole society